Hello everyone, my name is Muir and this is Oxygen Not Included, the Breath of Fresh Air update. So, I don't actually know much about this game. I sort of screwed around with it a little bit and I've watched some videos, but I don't really have a lot of information about how the game works. We're going to go with survival. Since this is really the first time I've played the game, we're going to go with the starter asteroid. Now, what I do know about this game is that it's a colony building game where really there's not external threats. And so it's not like RimWorld where things are trying to kill you. Instead, it's more of the colony will just suffer a slow, eventual death if its needs aren't met. Now, what I do know is that the very first time I looked at this, I just would click this. I didn't know you could go here and actually like tell them which of these you want to focus on. It's actually really important. Let's see, where is researcher? We'll just name ourselves after this. Well, I think when we reroll it'll change. We have Abe. Yeah, we're gonna want something like that. Okay, that works fine, I guess. Okay, so after that, we're gonna want a scientist to do all the research. After that, we're going to want an we're gonna want a digger for sure. An operator we can wait on. A supplier and a tidier we can kind of wait on as well. But we are going to absolutely need a digger. I mean, that's nice. But let's make this one a digger as well and just see what we can... Oh, well that one was amazing. It was like plus 11. Let's see. Ding... If I can get excavation and construction, that would be fantastic. So we're gonna go for that. Oh, we have one construction. I would like 4 and 4 if we can. And the main idea is... Okay, well, we're working on it. We're sort of getting there. Strength, not as useful for me. Okay, there we go. That one should be fine. And now you. So, for sure what we're going to need is that being able to dig things out and build things. We're going to need the research. Farming would be really useful, but we can... two of our major problems in the very beginning are going to be oxygen. Not really because of the oxalite, and food. Because a lot of the food that we start with will last basically forever. So we're going to want someone who can cook. So just for the sake of that... Yeah, okay, fine. That's... tier 2 skill. Critter ranching, okay, that's nice, but you won't be our rancher. Increase agriculture, okay, that's fine. Okay, fine. So we're gonna call this Ben's Doomed Colony. And let's go. Oh. Alright, and off we go. Nice, I've awoken at the target location, but colonization efforts have already hit a hitch. I was supposed to land on the planet's surface, but became trapped many miles underground instead. Although the conditions are not ideal, it is imperative that I establish a colony here and begin mounting efforts to escape. Okay. So what I do know is that there are rooms. All of these super useful. I'm also aware that we can do farming. There's germs, but one of the biggest things is going to be temperature. Oxygen and temperature, so 1 and 3. There's also 2 for power. But that red stuff is bad. The green stuff, the aquamarine stuff is good. Now here, the green is good for us to stay in. The orange and red is where we start having problems, because if it's orange, it's starting to heat up. It's, that orange is 86 degrees. As it gets closer to red and well, sort of this, I don't know, maroon maybe? This reddish orange and then actually red, we're going to get to where we won't be able to survive particularly well. Okay, sounds good. Now, on the bright side, we're able to use that heat to make power, I think. So, that's good for us. But that is in the future. For now, we're just going to want to expand this, and we're going to try and make our rooms 4 tall, just so we can have that consistency. But the other thing we're going to do is we are going to want to make absolutely certain that our we're going to make a fairly vertical base in the beginning, and our pathways with our ladders are going to be 3 wide. Now remember, that is absolutely crucial. At least I think it's absolutely crucial. Alright, so this is 1, 2, 1, 2 on this side. Now we can actually look at the light overlay, and we can see that this one has 3 slots over here where it's decent lighting and 2 slots over here. All that means is that we'll want to put something that's 3 over here and maybe 2 over there. We will eventually get rid of this box here. But let's go ahead and expand this a little bit. And then if we can, we'll want to unify our water, I think. So we have this water over here. We might want to carve out something here or over here for us to keep that water at, so we can just pump it wherever we need it. Okay, but we have those. Let's expand this a little bit. Let's expand that a little bit. Now, so we can get all of that taken care of. Now, we don't have enough to build a research station. We need power for that anyway, so we don't exactly want to build that immediately. And let's see. Usually you want at least 4 tiles on both sides of something. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're fine there. So we'll go with ladders. We'll put the ladder here. And there. And then here. And there. Alright. So we're going to do that. And we'll also do that. We can get rid of those. So these hatches are perfectly fine. They aren't hostile to us or anything. That one might have just... No, that's fine. So hatches are useful, as far as I understand, because you can get a lot of resources out of them. Let's see. This one, we want it to be forced as well. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here is 5. So we'll come over like that as well. So let's take our ladder. Okay, that is fine. We're gonna have this one as well. Cool. So there are some things we're going to want to do, for sure. One of those is going to be we're going to want the doors at the bottom, the pneumatic doors, but we're going to want the sort of vent tiles over here, so oxygen doesn't get caught at the top of these. Then again, we could do something where we do have the oxygen get stuck up there. We just have a ladder in the room or something where they can jump up and then create some oxygen if they need to. But kind of would defeat the purpose of having the room. Okay, but we have power now. And we're going to want really some fairly important things right now. One of them is we're going to want outhouses. And well, basically a place for people to take a dump. And so let's see, how wide is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's fine. So let's just keep consistency. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And we can just do that at each level, I suppose. Now let's harvest these when they're ready. We don't need to worry about this one just yet. This one will do. And we're going to put our toilets there. That should be fun. Alright, so people are going to need to start using the toilet pretty soon. So, we're going to want to go to medicine. We're going to want some wash basins. Then we are going... These are what? 2 wide? I think. And then we're going to want some... Well, actually, we want to be able to close those. So... There. Okay, so after that we will have our outhouses. That should be fine. Let's hope that they remember to wash their hands. Now we did it this way so that we can close this, because what we ultimately want to do is, if we get this closed off, then they actually get a bonus for coming in here and using this. And I'm going to put a priority and set this outhouse as a 6. I'm going to set these outhouses as 6s, so they will get done fast. The main reason for that is we're going to need a place to take a dump, and if we don't have one, then people are going to pee all over themselves, and they'll get upset and blame us. So we definitely want them to be able to use the restroom. Now, as I said, we are going to want a unified place to gather water. If we look at thermals, we're still fine down there. Now, an important aspect of this game is that I forgot what I was going to say, never mind. Let's keep going. Alright, so he's getting that taken care of, so they'll at least be able to use the restroom. Alright, cool. So this we want to be set to left. Now we're going to need water to wash our hands with, and we don't have it right now. We can mop that up, and that will give us water to use here. It's not a great deal of the stuff though. But since we have outhouses, people can now go take dumps as needed. Yeah, there you go. And that should work for us. So we have that. We're going to want... Yeah, we can only make cots right now. We're going to want the cots to be at least somewhat near... We can put the cots here. that's fine. Yeah, that should be fine. So they'll dig all of that out. Now we do have some copper, but not a lot. Now we're gonna need water. We're gonna need to be able to gather water. Now we don't want the clean water and the polluted water to mix, so that would be bad for us. We have this water down here, that's nice. But what I could do is right now we could put something here. And then we could add something else here. So that will be fine there. Let's see, the water gathering is... one more. There we go. So we'll want our stuff to come down to there, for sure. So we want that. Then we want a ladder to adjust, come down to this. I don't think they can jump this high though, so that's a bit problematic. So instead, we're going to need to put it like here. Yeah, that should work. When we mine out this, that will take care of that problem to an extent. That should work. Alright. So, taking care of that, everyone's using the bathroom. We're going to need some water so we can actually wash our hands. And I remember seeing that what we actually want to do, I don't know if they get if they are upset by... let's look at each one of them. So... show the surroundings. Let's see, what are your whole shticks? So okay, let's see. Where can I find out what he is really good at? So let's, I guess let's click on Ben real quick. What is his... okay, let's see. Shabby dresser. Germ resistant. Okay, so he doesn't really have anything specific that... he doesn't have any specific time when he wants to be awake or asleep. So, let's go with the next person. What is your whole thing? Building impaired. Okay, so we don't want you doing any building. Insanely stylish. Destructive and super productive. And then we have Bubbles. What's your whole thing? Critter version. Shriveled taste buds. Binge eater. Okay. So no one has any specific like time of day when they would want to be up. So I don't know why, but I have seen that what happens sometimes is people will go and stagger their like okay, I'm guessing this light part means it's daytime. So bath time? Okay, so we have bath time and bedtime. Okay. Sounds good. So they have one bath time, 2 of these, and so forth. Alright, so I think this is where like early birds get a bonus, and this is where night owls get a bonus. Okay, I think I understand. So, alarm? Alarms? Okay, well, either way, let's go and sort of stagger their work schedules. So they work for roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this would be easier to do it the other way. So this is 1, 2. It's 18, and then this looks like 6. So that's 24 hours here. So they work for 18 hours a day, which is fine. Don't have a problem with that. They sleep for 3 hours a day, and they recreate for 2, and they take a shower and stuff for 1. Okay. Well, what I want to do is start offsetting their schedules a little bit. So let's take fun. I guess we'll do the default here and then change this around. You know what? I don't actually. I changed my mind. I don't think I'll bother with that for now. I probably should. Because it'll keep people from... I guess the idea is that, well, we don't have enough people who are specialized yet, but let's go with our morning shift. Then let's shift this over where we're going to this, so this 24. So if we go, so we shift this by 8, that should work. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Put that there, and then the rest are work. And then this one gets shifted over by 8 as well. That seems odd. But 24 divided by 8 is... that seems really close. Let's see. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I went from the end. I went from the end to the beginning, which isn't really great. Okay, well... let's see. I understand. And so now we would want that, and the rest would be work. Okay. And so now we take this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool. Okay. That makes a bit more sense and looks more correct. Okay, so this one will be Nicola, and then this one will be Bubbles, I suppose. Alright. So that should make it so that somebody is always working, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish, I guess. Alright. Alright, so that should work for us. We will need some oxygen relatively soon. Nice. So, I mean, that's sort of giving them water to use, right? Yeah. But let's go to these, and we're going to want cooking. That's what your main priority is. That's what your main priority is. Then those are your main priorities. And we're actually going to need this pretty soon. We should build, it might just by default be waterlogged as well, which could be a bit of a problem. Also, why would we go this way? When we would just start the tiles over there. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that one. And we can climb down here to get rid of that. So that works for me. Yeah, we need to get these cots set up so that people can sleep properly. Then after that, we're going to need to get our science set up. Okay, well the cots are working, so that's good. We do need to get our water built. Yeah, we can dig that out. Nice, 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 nice. And let's go with priority. Let's go 6. We're gonna go. That is 6, and this is 6. As is that. Alright. Now we're going to take our ladder and we're going to push our ladder up here so we can get wherever we need to go. Now once we have more ore, we'll be able to work on that. So we're going to need... Let's actually cancel those two, because that'll give us the ability to make sure this works the way we want it to. Nice. This is just carbon dioxide over there? Yeah, okay. Alright, that all works for me. And alright, we're getting all that done. So we're gonna need... We have our cots. We have our restrooms taken care of. But now we need food production. Because we have 16 kilocalories left. And we want to maintain those nutrient bars right now, because they are actually very precious to us. Okay, so these are all, some of these are ready to harvest, so let's harvest them. Okay, I don't know what that sound means, but I've got it. I mean, it's great that they don't wash their hands and then 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 finally get out. That would just be annoying. But let's set those to 6 so we can get a bonus here and then a bonus over here. Let's also set that to a 6 so we can get the bonus here. So, if we look at rooms, we now have this, gives a +1 morale bonus. We have this, which gives a +1 morale bonus. So that's keeping our stress lower, because people are just happier. People are just happier overall. So, we have New Hope, high morale. Yeah, I think it also helps them to level up their skills faster, but I'm not entirely certain. Okay, so we still have a good amount of alcohol, of oxygen, so we don't have any major problems yet, but we will start having problems sooner rather than later if things don't. Okay. Nice. So we're going to want a play. We're going to want to start setting up power ASAP. And so these don't actually count as a power plant, but we're going to need that just in the beginning so that we can minimally get power going. And one of the mistakes that people will do is they'll put the... What's this? Energy from the left output is used by the right output. Okay, sounds good. I haven't used energy transformers yet. But one of the mistakes that people can make is they will place their energy production right next to their research or whatever else they need, and you don't need to do that. It's not necessarily a mistake, but it's just a waste. Alright, so we'll put that there, and then for wires, let's see, stations, we want to do research, and so this is really a 3 wide, so we're going to put research there, and we're going to want some way to produce food. Now this is very important. Some rooms, of the rooms that exist, there are no more than just this. The latrines and washrooms, those are important. Barracks, bedrooms, mess halls, great halls, all of this is really important. What you won't see is a kitchen. What you won't see is a research hall. What that means is that if we're going to put research somewhere, it is utterly pointless to close it off, short of keeping animals out. So we can do something like that. This actually requires a lot more stuff. So we're going to take the microbe musher. Yeah, musher. What's going on here? Right. We take that, we're going to slap it over there. And we're going to... Oh man, I would like to put... I'd like to put something like here, so I could put a storage container there or something. But we're going to want to put a lot of our buildings that can't get any bonuses all together, so that people can make all of that all at once. So actually, let's cancel that one and cancel this one. Let's instead put the science... Okay, it's not working. Let's put the science over here, and then let's put the microbe musher here. And then we can put storage bins there and there. Why not? Now we're going to need to go back to power, and we're going to need to connect those together. Also, we're going to take this, put it up there, and put this one over there. Alright. Now notice these all have arrows. Those arrows are really just telling you how long it's going to be until we have to empty these. And so we're going to just put that wherever we can for now. Doesn't need to look good, it just needs to work. That sound we just heard, that means that we can choose a blueprint. So that can be a person or something else. So we want to look for somebody who has something that we don't have, or that will be useful to us in some specific way. Alright, and so we're going to look at here, we have someone who's really good at cuisine already. We don't have someone who does farming. And I don't know if we're gonna do much with husbandry. We might do that later. But the agriculture could be really useful to us. So we're gonna print meep over here. So. Alright, filters. So this one I want this to be seed. We're going to want dirt, because that's what we're going to make a lot of our food out of in the beginning. Let's see. Dirt. Critter eggs will be fine as well. Consumable ore? Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Okay, that should be fine. So all of that should have everything that we would need predominantly for this. Then this one is everything that's not that. So we're going to go all, and then we're just going to get rid of eggs, cultivatable soil, and seeds. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. So this, we're going to be working on that. We're going to get we're just going to get lots and lots of mush bars. And then over here, we can start our research. We're going to research that one first. So let's go over to priorities again. We have our newest person, Meep, who is pretty good at farming. They are currently our prime farmer. And then they can build after farming. Alright. But they'll have themselves another cot. And what we're probably going to do is over here. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, so we're going to get that. Then we have this copper that I would like to get there. We have more copper down here as well. Yeah, this will be taken over there. What's Meep doing? Also, Meep. What about him? Anything specific that he's an early board. He's an early bird. So go to schedules here. We're sure we want Meep. We're gonna make a new schedule. We're going to name it Early Bird. And its entire work schedule is going to begin here. So that means everything just gets pushed back a little bit. Everything gets pushed back by 1. That's it. Yeah, that should be perfectly fine. Okay. We're going to put Meep here. Okay, cool. So, let's see. Fen, we want Fen to be on researching. Let's take everyone else and actually lower their priority for research. Alright. So we're getting some really just atrocious food made, which is fine. And okay, we have all that done. Fen will most likely get the research done in absolutely no time. We have minimal battery load. And we are going to want to get some algae terrariums going. So for every 2 duplicates you have, not replicants, because that would be copyright infringement, you need around 5 algae terrariums. Now these are 12 wide, so that means we can actually fit our algae terrariums inside of that. Now, an important aspect of this is you don't actually gain any benefit from having a bunch of algae terrariums in a room. So wherever we put our algae terrariums, we're going to just put that at the bottom somewhere and hope for the best. Now what we really want to do is put those algae terrariums at the bottom of our base, because carbon dioxide will go to the bottom and oxygen will go to the top. So what this means is I actually want to dig down until we run it into, I don't know, the mines of Mordor or something. And so let's get to here. Then we're going to start pushing this water out with tiles so that we can put a wall here. So we're going to do that. We'll have to do something similar over here, where I don't know how deep this is. I think that's the bottom, but we're going to have to do that. And the world just sort of like zipped around a little bit, didn't it? So they don't have any ladders, so they can't get down there. Alright, so technology finished. That's good. We have oxygen here as an emergency oxygen supply if we need it. Now there is a problem, and that is the carbon dioxide is going to just go flowing to the bottom here, and that really means that people are going to have problems. Alright, cool. Let's take this, expand it there. Okay, very nice. And do that last one. Nice. Now we can deconstruct these now. Oh no. Let's put this next tile over here. Let's cancel that. Can we mop these up? Yeah, we can mop that up. That's good. Okay, now we can deconstruct these. And then get back to mining downward. So we have this done now. So that's a quick and easy way to create, to dam that out. Alright, so we are going to want to continue taking this down until we hit somewhere where it's too cold to keep going. Let's go and cancel this. And just keep taking this downward. Now, as we get down to here, that's where we're going to start running into heating problems, I think. Yeah, we're just at the barrier, just at the edge of that heating. And so, if we can, what we want is for all this carbon dioxide to be able to settle down here. Because that will make it to where we can easily put terrariums down there that will collect and that will use that carbon dioxide. Okay, so we have our prime researcher. We want... we're going to want these farm tiles if we can. We want that compost as well, because these are starting to fill up. So the compost can just go over here, I suppose, because we do want it to be relatively close. We just don't want it to be right next to it. Let's go and harvest these as well when we get there. Who's our prime farmer now? Let's see. I think we hired some... I think Meep had some farming ability, yeah. So, growth halted, idle. Either way, that's fine. And we can actually, so we're getting that morale bonus for those. And we are still getting our research done with meal prep and such. Let's go to the algatoriums would be useful for us. Let's go to refinement. And again, I don't think there's a bonus to having your compost areas, your composters walled off, so we're just going to not bother. Okay, so how's the oxygen looking? Not great. They are having to hold their breath pretty long to get there. But we have this here, and we want to be able to get it over there. So we can take this, we can say, okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're starting to get water coming down here, which isn't necessarily where we want it, but I mean, it could be useful to us. But we're going to take a tile. We're going to put one here, and we're going to put one there. Of course, as we take care of that, it's going to cause problems anyway. And we can't really gather it where we are. Let's actually cancel that. So take care of these, that'll be fine. We'll let the water stay there. And that will give the carbon dioxide the ability to gather down here. Okay, good. The research is complete. Very nice. So we have all of this just so when these need to be plunged, we can take care of that. And we have the carbon dioxide is now gathering down here. That's fine. How's our temperature? Not too bad. As long as people don't get trapped down here, we're fine. Alright, but let's see. Let's go with our tiles. We have 5, yeah, that should be fine. Then we go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, that should work. What is this? That's vacuum. Nice. Alright, so let's stop. No, stop. And we'll instead do this now, and we're going to extend. So the carbon dioxide will come down here, we'll fill this up, and then the oxygen can come back up. Now, just so we can, we're going to take tile. We're just going to fill this in. And say that's the bottom of our map. So we're going to take this. We're going to go up. And we're going to take a ladder. Push that all the way up there. Okay. So that'll make it where these levels can more easily be accessed. And yeah, there's just a ton of carbon dioxide there. This carbon dioxide is slowly making its way over here. That unfortunately means that people will have less and less work time. But we can start working on that. So we put that there. So we currently have 4 people, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 12 there. So that should be fine for us. That'll take care of that. So let's make sure all that's being dug out. But for priority, let's set these to maximum priority. So we can get those done and start getting some oxygen made and take care of that problem. Because the sooner we get the oxygen made, the better off we're going to be. Now here's a fun little bit. If we pushed these two, the edges, we can actually take something in the middle. Actually take these two. And we can actually make this into one of these. Pitcher pump. What is that? Chlorine? Oof. Yeah, we kind of don't want the chlorine gas, but what's that? Okay, so that's granite, right? Yeah, okay. So let's not dig those out. And that's all fine. As long as we get those two done, then we should be okay. But yeah, you know, why not? Let's wear that off. We want to take care of that too, if we can. And we're just going to put a ladder here down into that so they can get in. Alright, and priority 9, you and you. Okay, so that will start allowing us to get rid of our carbon dioxide, which is starting to really gather over here now. Which is good, actually. We want that to be there. We want to take care of these. They'll eventually start giving us the oxygen that we need. Alright. So these are going to consume these are going to consume some carbon dioxide, and also okay, so they just need water, while also giving us the ability to really take care of them to an extent. Yeah, so this one's already starting to get rid of some carbon dioxide. We're seeing some breathable air here. And so we'll ultimately want to get rid of a decent amount of this stuff. Now we're going to need to take a ladder and probably move that across there. I don't think ladders displace the water, so it's not that big of a deal. But we're already starting to see this air become breathable, so that's good for us. Now once all this is done, we will take care of that. Now we also do want... Okay, so duplicants, some duplicants now have skills to take. So bubbles. So when they take these skills that they actually like, then they're able to get more skills, I think, overall. So bubbles, what do we have you set as? You're our digger and our builder. Select you to do hard digging. Then you are a researcher, so that one's pretty obvious for us. Meep, you are our cook, I believe. Is Meep our cook? No, Meep is our farmer and our builder. Primarily our farmer. So Meep, farmer. There we go. Alright, so let's give you that. And what about you, Nicola? You've got nothing so far. Alright, so people are gonna slap on some hats. Okay, this is good. Carbon dioxide will always go down to the bottom. You know you can climb up on top of that, right, Bubbles? At least I think you can. I think they can walk across this... yeah, I don't know why you were just spending your time in the water. Maybe Bubbles just wanted to be wet. Alright, but now we have this carbon dioxide. It's going to flow here, but then it's also going to flow down here. Oh. Yeah, let's set this to like a 1 for now, because we don't need those to be done right now. We more need these to all get done. And we're going to want some more science. So, what kind of cool scientific research can we get done today? Well, let's find out. So these mesh tiles, I want those. And plumbing can be really nice. Okay, we are getting down there. So that is going to get taken care of eventually. As you can see, there's just fantastic oxygen here. And all of this is becoming somewhat unbreathable. So we really need to get this up and running before we, well, die. This is all going to start becoming red soon if we don't get this done. So we're going to set we're going to set this at least to 9. We're going to set that to 9. Because we need the oxygen to get out of there. And for ourselves to not suffocate to death. Now what we can also do is we can take this, we'll put that there. Now they're all down here working on all this good stuff. Up here is going to be coming, this is going to be a problem soon. It's just barely not a problem yet. But we have duplicate skills and Nicola. He is our cook, so we'll give him that. And then we'll go to our blueprint. Athletics and strength. Congratulations, you're hired. So, your athletics and strength, that means you move faster. And you're relatively quick at tidying. Supplying and storing. You can do some farming. Alright. Okay, we are getting there. It's a little bit of a race. We do need more algae terrariums now, however. Because we have 5, but we have 5 people now. Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing if you'd like to see more. I really want to know what you'd like to see more of, so just let me know in the comments below. Thanks, and see you next time. Bye.